So I just spent like 30 minutes. What? Just spent like 30 minutes trying to find the electrical, this thing. We're demoing this shed. Don't want to go too far in here. This thing's about to collapse. I tripped the breaker, went downstairs, and there's multiple breakers shut off. I thought I checked them all, but I must have missed like 2, and that really put me behind on finding which one is which. I should have this shut when I was warming up. Couldn't figure out which one was which. I need to grab that fence and move it. I think she wants to keep that. And just spent 30 minutes walking up, going down to the basement, coming up, checking, see if it's on, flip another breaker on. So I don't know which breakers are supposed to be off. I might go back through, check the box over, shut some things off, test the main appliances in the house, and the lights obviously, and see if the breakers that I think should be off are still off. It's an old house. It had a burn, like half the house burned down, and so half of it got rewired, and the box was never labeled when it was originally built, or when the box was put in originally, or whoever, no electrician has labeled pretty much anything in that but like the washer and dryer and range. So we're gonna demo this, and hopefully we don't run into any more of those issues. All right, I got you guys set up. Oh, turn the machine up, plan maintenance, I know. We're burning this, by the way, and if you're gonna ask if we have a burn permit, sure, we do. Just go with that, you know. The shingles. Those shingles are pretty much back to what Mother Nature originally had them at. There's trees growing on this thing, so any of the petroleum-based stuff in it, such as the tar, not an issue. That stuff's probably so dried out. I know it's still oil-based, blah blah blah, and there's some bowling balls in here, but we're gonna try not to mess up this lilac too much. Wow, that wall is still sturdy. I'm gonna rotate my tracks. Wrong way. So it's probably gonna need some grading and landscaping by the time I'm done. Get a little closer so I can pull this. I don't want anything going downhill, because literally right on the back side of this is a hill. So we want everything pulled towards me. Looks like I'm going to lose the overhang. Yep. Quick and easy. The guy that I was going to get a dumpster from, he came out here to deliver my machine and everything for me, and he's like, why don't you just burn it? As I thought about that, but grandma's on oxygen and stuff. I will separate this metal here. I did put this was an old one of those tin sheds. I just want that tree. There's a tree growing inside of it, like that's how dilapidated it was. I didn't want to drop everything, so we'll burn this. That one piece of metal can get burned too. I'll pull all the metal out, or I'm gonna take the metal out and either bury all the wood and organics, or I'll either bury all the wood and ash and stuff. I guess the ash, it's not gonna be wood anymore. and take the metal to the scrap yard. There's not much here. There's not much to, you're not going to make anything on this metal. Scrap is, I think it's normalized. It's not low, but it's not super high. So it's not like I'm going to make anything on the metal. If anything, it's going to cost me money to dispose of it. Anything. Nope, we're dropping it into that lilac. This thing wasn't built bad, but it wasn't built great. You know what I mean? Whoa, did you see that hair run out of there? That rabbit? That rabbit wanted nothing to do with this. Just destroyed his home. Yeah, it's alright. He'll find it. Oh, he'll find a new one. I got to move this stick that's about to poke my machine. Pull that wall in. Get a little closer to pull that wall in. I already got enough scratches on the counterweight. Don't need any more. I think we crunch up what we kind of got here when we start piling it right here. I'm not too concerned about the hardwood. It's mainly that pine. I do not want to burn that pine. So we're going to burn everything where I'm kind of working right now, crunching this up. We'll get that tire out of there. That's an old tractor tire. She put gardens in these things. Little flower beds. And they just kind of, you know, you get busy in life, so things kind of deteriorates. You know, and to keep things up also costs money sometimes, so. Old empty fuel can. Remember that thing from when I was a kid. Looks like a chunk of metal right there we could probably get. I'm gonna move this metal pile again. My dad wanted this metal. I should take a picture of it, be like, hey, your metal is here. These aluminum dishes. I grabbed one. Oh, yeah, I think they're aluminum. Aluminum with some plastic? I don't know. There's just random poles in the ground too. Like the guy that 2x4s, to be honest, I think those are like, I guess they're 2x4s. Hopefully, man, just the corners weren't even built right on this thing. Jeez, it stood for a while, I'll tell you that. It was an old piece of crap when I was a kid, so. I'm gonna get more wood stuck up in that little notch. Oops, I mean to throw crap. The electrical I'm gonna have to dig up and kind of find. If it's not affecting her in-house electricity, I'm not gonna mess with it this winter. I'm gonna leave her off. That door is pretty strong. There we go. Yeah. That door, I'll give it to her. Wait, is that concrete? Oh, please don't tell me I hurt damage to concrete. No. But that's concrete. That's some weak concrete there. Still hard. Check what's underneath it. Wooden slab over concrete, or wooden foundation over a concrete slab. It doesn't feel like it. Looks like dirt. Oh, I didn't bring anything to light this either, so hopefully somebody's got a lighter in the house. If this is summertime, you'd have to tell them to shut the windows. I'm gonna have to back up to get that. Let me smash this down so I can see what I'm doing. I'll move her car and everything too, so don't worry about that, guys. Move her car out to the road. That's an overhang that I lost. Or no, it's the gable. Nice and easy. I think that grill's still usable. I don't know if they do use it. There's cinder block. What's this? Dirt. Is that insulation? Or is it just snow and debris? Alright, we'll get this all finished up and stuff. And so the homeowner wants to get a dumpster now. So we got a dumpster, as you can see right here. We're gonna put that in there. I'm gonna go grab my coffee and take a urination break and everything. He'll pick the dumpster up tomorrow. We probably could have loaded it, but he's wasting time at this point. He needs to get on the road to go pick up some parts and everything. So yeah, we're gonna get my coffee and stuff, and we'll get going and whatnot. All right, guys. I think I got you all set up right. He said to put the metal on top because the landfill doesn't like they want it sorted and everything. I laugh because I worked for a company, a building company, construction company, and we filled these things with everything. We didn't care. I mean, I've even thrown a fridge in there. Boss told us to. Like, get rid of that fridge, throw in that dumpster. It's like, okay. And they tell you that you're not allowed to do that. I don't know if he gets Not fine necessarily, but has to pay a fee for that. It's hard for me to judge sometimes, so. But once you get a good look at the dumpster, you can kind of tell where you're putting stuff. There you go. Lo and behold, I'm just dumping it on the ground on the other side. He told me 25 minutes, and I was like, yeah, okay. And but I thought to myself, like, yeah, whatever, dude. You're literally 25 minutes away, like, at, you know, driving a car, let alone a freaking dumpster. We got a little piece of metal. We'll put that in the scrap pile. I think the landfill, they almost have to recycle. I think it might be part of being a landfill, like just the code and law on that and everything. So I don't think I can get that metal. Oh, I might be able to. Look at that. Will be nice. For the most part, they just don't want a lot of steel. I can't go up any higher. We'll do this. We'll lose the one pipe. I think that's like a little like umbrella thing. Umbrella frame thing. Can't remember. But I enjoy demos, gotta admit. I should take a picture of this. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's undo the hydraulics there for a moment. I think there's an empty bottle in here. Nope, they're all filled with frozen water. All right. See how small that is, the size of the material? Oh shoot, put a hole in this. He's got a dumpster that somebody threw an I-beam in and smashed it down and tore the side. Might be this one. He's a pretty lenient guy. Pretty, I mean, it's part of doing business. People are gonna wreck your stuff when you rent stuff out to him and everything. And he kind of understands that for the most part. I can't go any further. That's all right. I forgot to tell him I could pay him. She paid me. By the way, she's the woman that owns this house. She's basically like a second mom to me. And she paid cash, so I could technically pay for this dumpster right away. Cause this, which he has, like, for me at least, and other people I've heard from, like, he's terrible at getting bills to you right away and everything. And he sends mine to my email. Keep it simple, you know. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. I try to be a little respectful. I've seen how he treats his dumpsters. He was using my machine because he's like, you know, it's brand new. So yeah, this thing's nice. He's got a 315, he said. Next gen. Cat 315 next gen. And he says this one's a little bit better than that one. Like, it's not as wobbly. It's hard to get stuff in that corner when you got a bunch of boards going all in whichever direction that you feel like going. I need to check the undercarriage. It feels a little bumpy. See if there's something stuck in there. People are like, you can't feel the hydraulics when you got electric over hydraulic, and I don't believe that one bit. Nope. Let's hope it's the pump going out. When I rotate, it just feels a little choppy. If you give it a good little shake like that, some of the dust that'll fall off while you're moving falls off in the pile instead of on the lawn. And by the way, in the 313, I don't know about the other ones, you can open this hatch and actually, I can stand up at least and see a little bit higher up so I can see over things. I don't know how useful that information is to you, but I'm backwards. Watch this gas can blow up. Oh, there's no fuel in it because I punched a hole in it. Nothing's coming out. Gas can's probably 100 years old. Maybe not that old, but it's old steel gas can. There's some pipes in the ground here. I might have to bring Mini over. I might be able to pull them out by hand. I've bent them pretty good and everything. That hatch. The hatch that the main power switch is in, like, you think it's shut, but then it's not. That's gonna be the hatch that gets ripped off one of these days, because it just, you shut it and it doesn't, you gotta like, well, we just finished up. We got the dumpster full and everything. Nothing really hanging over, nothing too high up. The machine turned off, master power and everything. We're gonna get into Ford and head home and call that a little work day and everything. All right. Well, if you guys like this kind of stuff, the usual YouTube stuff, you know, subscribe, comment, tell me what I did wrong, tell me how big of an idiot I am and everything. I'm gonna get in the truck and head home now. See you guys next time.